Ladies and gentlemen, there is nothing more tragic than a person with potential who refuses to grow. It is a great injustice when a seed with the power to become a mighty tree remains buried in the soil of fear, doubt, and limitation. Too many people live their lives imprisoned by their own thinking, trapped by the walls of a mindset that refuses to embrace change. They are not bound by chains of iron, but by the chains of their own beliefs. A fixed mindset is a silent thief. It robs you of your purpose, steals your opportunities, and blinds you to your own greatness. It is the enemy of progress and the assassin of dreams. The difference between those who rise to their full potential and those who remain stagnant is not intelligence, talent, or luck. It is mindset. When a person believes that their abilities are set in stone, they cease to grow. They stop trying, stop learning, and stop striving. The danger of a fixed mindset is that it convinces you that you are powerless. It makes you think that where you are today is the furthest you will ever go. It tells you that failure is final, that success is for others, and that your destiny is out of your hands. This mindset is a lie, but too many people accept it as the truth, and because they believe it, they live beneath their potential, die with their dreams still inside them, and never experience the fullness of what they were created to be. Tonight, I want to expose this mindset for what it truly is. I want to show you how a fixed mindset destroys your potential and keeps you from becoming all that you were meant to be. If you are tired of being stuck, if you are ready to break free from the limitations of your own thinking, then listen carefully. The words you are about to hear have the power to change your life. A fixed mindset is a prison. A prison does not always have bars. Some of the most dangerous prisons are the ones we build in our own minds. A fixed mindset is a mental prison that locks you into a limited way of thinking. It tells you that your abilities are fixed, that you cannot improve, and that your destiny is already decided. This belief system keeps you from stretching beyond your comfort zone. You do not attempt new things because you believe you will fail. You do not pursue your dreams because you believe you are not capable. And so you remain where you are, trapped in the small cell of your own limitations. The most tragic part about this prison is that the door is not locked. You have the power to walk out at any time. But a fixed mindset convinces you that escape is impossible. It tells you that change is too hard, that growth is too difficult, and that it is better to stay where you are. And so, you sit in the prison of your own mind, waiting for a key that is already in your hands. If you believe that your abilities are fixed, you will never try to expand them. If you believe that success is only for certain people, you will never strive for it yourself. A fixed mindset creates a self-fulfilling prophecy. What you believe shapes what you do, and what you do determines what you become. When you believe in limits, you live within them. You were not created to be confined. You were designed to grow, to expand, and to reach new levels. But as long as you allow a fixed mindset to govern your thinking, you will never step into the fullness of your potential. The first step to breaking free is recognizing that you are in a prison. Until you see the walls you have built around yourself, you will never try to tear them down. A fixed mindset is comfortable, but comfort is the enemy of progress. Greatness does not come from ease. It comes from challenge. You must be willing to step beyond what is familiar. You must be willing to challenge your own beliefs. The only way to escape this prison is to reject the lie that you cannot grow. The moment you decide to believe in possibility, the door of your mental prison swings open. Your potential is greater than your past. Your future is bigger than your fears. But as long as you remain locked in a fixed mindset, you will never walk into the life you were meant to live. The prison is in your mind, and the key is in your hands. The question is, will you use it? The fear of failure is a trap. Failure is not your enemy, it is your teacher. But a fixed mindset will convince you that failure is a monster to be avoided at all costs. It will make you fear trying new things, stepping out in faith, or taking risks. You become so afraid of failing that you do nothing at all. And in doing nothing, you fail by default. The fear of failure is a trap that keeps you from discovering your true potential. Many people never attempt great things because they are afraid of looking foolish. They do not start businesses, write books, apply for promotions, or pursue their dreams because they are afraid of what others will think if they fail. They allow the possibility of embarrassment to rob them of the opportunity for growth. This fear keeps them in a cycle of mediocrity, never stretching beyond their comfort zone. But failure is not the opposite of success. It is part of success. Every person who has ever achieved anything great has failed along the way. The difference is that they did not allow failure to define them. They saw failure as a lesson, not a life sentence. They understood that failure is a stepping stone, not a tombstone. When you remove the fear of failure from your mind, you open yourself up to limitless possibilities. A fixed mindset makes you believe that failure is permanent. It whispers in your ear that one mistake defines your entire future. But this is a lie. Failure is only final if you refuse to get up. Every great success story is filled with moments of failure. The greatest minds in history, Einstein, Edison, Ford, and countless others, failed repeatedly before they succeeded. What separated them from others was their mindset. They did not see failure as a sign to quit. They saw it as a sign to adjust and keep moving forward. If you fear failure, you will avoid challenges. And if you avoid challenges, you will never grow. Growth comes through stretching, through stepping into the unknown, through taking risks, even when success is not guaranteed. You must be willing to fail if you ever want to succeed. You must be willing to stumble if you ever want to walk. You must be willing to struggle if you ever want to soar. Fear is a liar and failure is a teacher. The question is, which voice will you listen to? Will you allow the fear of failure to keep you in bondage, or will you embrace the process of growth? The choice is yours, but remember this: the only real failure is the failure to try. Growth is the key to destiny. You were created to grow. Everything in nature teaches us this truth. A tree starts as a seed, but it does not remain a seed. It grows. A child is born small, but they do not stay small. They grow. The moment something stops growing, it starts dying. And the same is true for you. If you stop growing, you stop living. A fixed mindset kills growth. It makes you believe that you have already reached your peak, that you have learned all there is to learn, that you have nothing more to develop. It convinces you that the level you are on now is the highest level you can ever attain, but that is not the truth. You were designed for continuous expansion, for ongoing development, for limitless potential. Growth is not automatic. It is intentional. A person who refuses to grow is like a seed that refuses to take root. They remain small, not because they lack potential, but because they refuse to embrace the process of transformation. Growth requires effort. It requires learning new things, challenging old beliefs, and pushing past limitations. It requires stepping into uncomfortable places and embracing the unknown. If you stop growing, you start declining. The world is constantly changing, constantly evolving. The skills that brought you success today may not be enough tomorrow. If you do not commit to growth, you will be left behind. A person with a growth mindset understands that learning never stops. They are always seeking wisdom, always developing new skills, always pushing beyond their previous limits. Your destiny is tied to your capacity for growth. The people who reach greatness in life are not the ones with the most talent or the best connections. They are the ones who never stop learning, never stop evolving, never stop expanding their minds. Growth is the key that unlocks your future. If you refuse to grow, you forfeit your destiny. The question you must ask yourself is this: am I growing, or have I settled? Have I allowed comfort to keep me stagnant? If you are not growing, you are dying. But the good news is, you can make a decision today to change. You can decide to challenge yourself, to step out of your comfort zone, to pursue knowledge, to embrace development. Your destiny is too important to neglect your growth. Your mind is the battlefield. The greatest battles you will ever fight will not be in the physical world, they will be in your mind. Every success and every failure begins with a thought. Every breakthrough and every breakdown starts in the mind. The enemy of your potential is not outside of you, it is the way you think. If you can change your mind, you can change your life. A fixed mindset is the weapon that defeats most people before they ever begin. It tells them they are not smart enough, not talented enough, not strong enough. It convinces them that their past mistakes define their future possibilities. It fills their minds with doubt, fear, and excuses. And because they believe these thoughts, they never step into their potential. But the truth is, you are only as limited as your thoughts. If you think small, you will live small. If you think you cannot, you will not. But if you begin to change the way you think, everything in your life will begin to change. The battle is not about your circumstances, it is about your mindset. Renewing your mind requires effort. Your mind is the battlefield. The greatest battles you will ever fight will not be in the physical world, they will be in your mind. Every success and every failure begins with a thought. Every breakthrough and every breakdown starts in the mind. The enemy of your potential is not outside of you, it is the way you think. If you can change your mind, you can change your life. A fixed mindset is the weapon that defeats most people before they ever begin. It tells them they are not smart enough, not talented enough, not strong enough. It convinces them that their past mistakes define their future possibilities. It fills their minds with doubt, fear, and excuses. And because they believe these thoughts, they never step into their potential. But the truth is, you're only as limited as your thoughts. If you think small, you will live small. If you think you cannot, you will not. But if you begin to change the way you think, everything in your life will begin to change. The battle is not about your circumstances, it is about your mindset. Renewing your mind requires effort. You must guard what you allow into your thoughts. You cannot expect to have a mindset of growth if you constantly fill your mind with negativity, doubt, and fear. You must be intentional about feeding your mind with wisdom, inspiration, and knowledge. You must choose to reject thoughts of limitation and replace them with thoughts of possibility. Every great achiever in history first won the battle in their mind. Before they changed the world, they had to change their thinking. They had to silence the voice of doubt, ignore the voice of fear, and believe in the power of their own potential. If you want to reach your destiny, you must do the same. Your mind is the battlefield. Your thoughts determine your future. If you want to change your life, start by changing your mind. The moment you choose to think differently, your entire life will begin to shift. A renewed mind is a transformed life. The greatest transformation begins in the mind. Your life is a direct reflection of the way you think. If your mind is small, your life will be small. If your mind is filled with doubt, your actions will be filled with hesitation. But if your mind is renewed, your entire life will begin to shift. A fixed mindset keeps you stuck, but a renewed mind sets you free. Many people want change in their circumstances, but they are not willing to change their thinking. They pray for success while holding on to thoughts of failure. They dream of a better life but refuse to let go of limiting beliefs. They desire progress but still entertain the same negative patterns of thought. You cannot change your life without first changing your mind. A renewed mind is one that embraces growth, possibility, and transformation. It refuses to be defined by the past. It does not see failure as an end, but as a lesson. It does not view limitations as permanent, but as obstacles to overcome. A renewed mind sees beyond the present reality and envisions a greater future. Renewing your mind requires intentional effort. It is not something that happens automatically. You must actively challenge negative thoughts. You must replace doubt with faith, fear with courage, and limitation with possibility. You must feed your mind with knowledge, wisdom, and inspiration daily. What you consume mentally will determine the direction of your life. If you continue to think the way you have always thought, you will continue to live the way you have always lived. But the moment you choose to renew your mind, everything in your life will begin to change. You will begin to see opportunities where you once saw obstacles. You will begin to take action where you once hesitated. You will begin to grow in ways you never imagined. A renewed mind is the key to transformation. It is the foundation of success, the pathway to purpose, and the door to destiny. If you want to live a greater life, you must first think greater thoughts. You must break free from the chains of a fixed mindset and step into the freedom of limitless possibility. Ladies and gentlemen, the greatest battle you will ever fight is not against the challenges of life, not against circumstances, not even against other people. Your greatest battle is in your own mind. A fixed mindset is the enemy of your potential, the assassin of your dreams, and the prison of your destiny. But tonight, you have been given the key to break free. You are not limited by your past. You are not defined by your failures. You are not trapped by your current circumstances. The only thing that stands between you and your future is the way you think. If you can change your mind, you can change your life. If you can renew your thinking, you can step into the fullness of your potential. Excuses will keep you in bondage. Fear will keep you from moving forward. The wrong environment will keep you from growing. But the moment you make a decision to break free from a fixed mindset, everything in your life will begin to shift. The door to your destiny is open, but you must have the courage to walk through it. So I ask you tonight, will you continue to live in the prison of limitation? Or will you embrace the mindset of growth, transformation, and success? Will you allow fear to hold you back? Or will you step boldly into your future, knowing that you were created for more? The choice is yours. But I tell you this, your life is too valuable, your purpose is too important, and your potential is too great to be wasted by small thinking. Break free, grow, transform, become all that you were created to be. Your future is waiting. The only question is, will you step into it?